Hey Gil, do you follow Karue Sell's matches? And if so, what are your thoughts on his game? Do you think he has a chance of breaking into the top 100? Karue Sell is right now at his career high, 262 in the world. And for those who don't know, he has a YouTube series called Turning Pro After 30, where he kind of brings people on the journey as he tries to rise up the rankings and play pro tennis. He does an incredible job with the content, and it's such a great concept, and I think it's a great thing for tennis fans to kind of come along for the ride for that. And, you know, it used to be very instructional, and now he's transitioned to this kind of new thing beautifully. And I think on the tennis side, it's also been like incredibly impressive. I think he should be pretty proud. If I'm analyzing him like I would any other player, I would say this: he fights an uphill battle, and he's fighting that uphill battle beautifully, which I'll get to in a moment. He does not have huge weapons. The pace generation isn't massive on the serve or off the ground. He's not necessarily that explosive in covering the court either. So he's not going to want to grind too much. He's not going to want to defend too much. And when you don't have big weapons and you also don't have great speed, you're fighting an uphill battle, right? Because normally, like, you want one or the other. You either want to be an attacking player and you're going to dominate and you're going to dictate, or you might be a more patient player. You might rely on your defense and your consistency a little bit more, but then you need to be a great mover. And I think Karue has gotten very fit. I think his fitness is great, but he's not a really explosive mover around the court. So what does he have? How does he get so far if he doesn't kind of have either of those things going for him? He's just an absolutely phenomenal ball striker. He's a beautiful striker of the tennis ball. And I think he's built a perfect identity for himself. And this is where I really give him a ton of credit. I think he really knows how he needs to play to be successful. And he's fantastic at taking the ball early. He's very comfortable on the rise. He's really good at redirecting. He's very accurate. He's very precise when he has a chance to attack. I also think he hits his spots on his serve pretty well. For a guy who doesn't have a huge serve, he can still get something out of the serve because he locates. So a little bit of Andy Murray in there, a little bit of Andre Agassi in there, a little bit of David Nalbandian. I would say if there's someone on the current tour who maybe I would compare him to, Mimir Kecmanovic. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Karue's game.